Welcome to Still Dripping Happy Hour.
Welcome to Nashville Sneakers Podcast, the Still Dripping Happy Hour. This is your host, Mason. On the move tonight, we got Hayes. Holla.
Dude, that is so crazy that you did that. You did that on your lunch break?
No, not that. I did that
Okay.
last year for I guess a year ago.
You did? But you had the
Yeah.
thing spinning in the back just a second ago.
I know. Yeah, on
Do
the
that
video
again.
it spins. I got to play the whole video again. I'm not gonna
Oh,
do
man. Yeah, don't do that.
that. We'll
That's such
post
a
it to
great
the
picture.
Instagram. Yeah, I like this. I think we determined before the podcast that Landon would actually be Shaq if we're going personality or the dynamic of our set, and you would be Chuck, and Dan would be Kenny.
Yeah,
So
that
either
sounds
way,
about right.
I think that's probably the best flow to it. But in terms of the pictures, this was the best way to go. So,
Dude,
it's
I look
classic.
like some version of Wolverine in that
You
picture.
do, yeah,
That is
100%.
very Wolverine-like.
Yeah, we had another intro, a different intro is about the same as that one, but different music. But it was gonna burst your eardrums, so we'll try to fix that and have it ready for next year.
Well,
Psych.
you gotta have the NBA on and NBC.
NBA on
Everybody,
NBC.
everybody, sing it with me. Da 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 da. Yeah, come on, that'd have been perfect for this.
Perfect. Well, I was telling Hayes, I took the most I've probably taken on this podcast in a long while on 2 back-to-back lunch breaks. And I went ahead and picked a collab shoe for every single NBA franchise. And so I'm going to show them to you later. We'll run through the sneaker news first.
Hey, blow me up for a second. Also, let me just say how you've been killing it on the socials. You've been blowing it away. What happened?
I'm trying to use my time more wisely. So I'm listening to less podcasts. I used to listen to a lot more podcasts than I do now, and I've decided that if I get 5 minutes in or if I read the description and I don't like it, then I'm just deleting it.
Okay.
Moving on. So trying to do that more, and then on my lunch breaks I would watch a show or something. So I'm trying to change and
obviously
try to plan some posts out. So
you've been killing it. So watch, like, and subscribe, and do the notification thing, and follow us on Instagram. And I don't think we have a Twitter anymore, do we?
Hey, it's not active.
It's very not active. Cookies on the bottom shelf. Follow the algorithm. Blow it up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I've got to start this by saying I think you and me are the same in a lot of ways. But one of those ways is I'm not a big shameless self-promoter. I don't like to talk about myself, oddly enough, even though it might seem like I do that on this podcast. It's really, I feel like I just play a character in some ways. You probably feel that way the same, Mason. But anyway, I don't go around talking about this, but for some reason it started cycling around my work. And there's been at least 10 people come up to me and say, started listening to your podcast. It's great. Or having some comment about our podcast. We're on our way to get. So every morning I have this tradition where we go down together as our team and we go get good coffee in the lobby, because that's where the good coffee is. When you on the floors, it's like this crappy machine coffee, and it's like legit coffee. Highbrow, I think is what it is. So shout out to Highbrow Coffee. They're local. They're dope. It's good coffee. Anyway, walking in the hallway on the way to get coffee yesterday morning, or maybe it was this morning, and somebody, one of my team guys goes, "There he is, General of the Drip Army."
He must have been on. That's a long time ago.
I don't know. I was like, I don't know if I would
That
say
is a-
I'd say Mason's the general, and I'm like a lieutenant or captain or something. But
I don't know if are we in the drip army or are we just like
no, we are. I think,
are we like
especially
board
after that
members?
comment. After that
After
comment,
that
we
comment.
are a part of it.
Okay.
That's how we are. We're a unit. We're
Right. Like
right?
we're the
It's
chairman
military.
of the board.
Yeah. We're,
Right. We're like the
no, it's more than
commander
that.
in chief. We are the commander in chief.
We're not only a client. We're the president. Right. That's what it is. Anywho, maybe that's more than a Sneakers moment too. But we got a bunch of new listeners. Thanks for tuning in. Don't tell anybody at work if I say something stupid or out of line. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, we did get a bump. It looks like I'm trying. I haven't pulled up.
I swear.
Legit. Somebody asked me the other day, or I guess Marcus last week before the pod asked how we're doing with in terms of listeners. And I was like, yeah, I don't really know. But yeah, it looks like this month, not too bad.
Well, I'm telling you,
not incredibly great, but I think a lot of people. Let me see if I can check. Yeah, we had some random episodes downloaded in the last 2 weeks. The Stay Rooted episode, so 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago?
That was episode 59. So not quite, but like a year and a half ago. There was downloads from that episode, from Hot Wheels and Hot Goss, which is about gossip. I don't remember the Hot Wheels collab. That was episode 48. That was 48. In year 1. That was in year 1. That was downloaded. That had to be the Drip Army. That guy was the guy who did that, probably.
Can you believe that we've been doing this long? Like, that's the other thing. No. When I started talking about with these people, they're like, how many episodes do you have? And I was like, I don't know. This is like 139 or 4. They're like, are you serious? And you've never told us about this? I'm like, I didn't think you cared about shoes or anything. You guys never talked to me about any of that. Well, we like you. And I'm like, I'm not a self-promotion person. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't wear. Eventually, I will have a T-shirt with my face on it because we're going to do merch. But like, that's just because it's funny. It's not because I'm being serious about it.
Yeah, my still dripping pink shirt is a little tight on me.
Mine bit the bullet. I got motor oil all over it, and so
probably make it better.
My OG shirt is gone. Anyway, at some point we'll have merch. Keep listening, Drip Army, and keep responding and keep supporting us, and you'll get merch eventually. I did take the 2 specific people a sticker.
Nice.
Took them some stickers. So we're doing that.
More than Sneakers moment. One of the guys at our new church small group, we connected a little bit over shoes. We're still in the beginning stages, so more than Sneakers to come. But shout out to Bryce. I don't think he listens to the podcast, but
yet
that was my fun fact. Was I've hosted a podcast for almost 3 years. Isn't that crazy? That's
so nuts. Crazy.
So
that is so crazy.
They were like, 140 episodes. I was like, yeah, we haven't missed a week yet.
You haven't missed. Well,
yeah, I've missed a few, but together we have not. We're a team, like we said. Yeah, we are the presidents. So the presidents have not missed.
It's always been a team. We always will be. We're not going to break up for creative differences. This is not worth it to get upset about.
Yeah.
Which takes remember those first few moments before the podcast when we were doing this and we just had the Instagram and like you had to get permission to post and you remember that? And it was like an approval process to submit it. I'm like, the heck are y'all doing? I guess I'll play by these rules for now. Okay, whatever. And then y'all got bored and I was the only one doing it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's beside the point. But that was funny that we've come that far. Where we had an approval process.
Yeah, speaking of social media, I am trying to get some more interaction through our social media. So I've got some stuff coming. We'll do it. I think we do it on the podcast, and then later that week we'll post like a post about it and see if we can get some people. I do it. Speaking of that, I did want to start off with a little before we jump inside the box. And maybe we need the whole squad on here. So maybe if they jump on, we can circle back. What'd Landon say?
He said no. Don't wait on us.
Yeah, we didn't. But I wanted to see or get your thoughts on what are more of the Hayesisms, and it might be harder for you since it is like one of your things. But the two that I have, and this will be a post at some point, is Jordish. That was a great one. The Jordish, the hybrid Jordans, calling them Jordishes, and the Puma douche. Are there any more that you can think of off the top?
Like just things like that?
Yeah.
No, again, go back to my previous statement. Do you know how many things happen in my life and people are like, remember when you did that? I'm like, no, I don't. I don't think I don't think I'm that nearly that important to remember anything. But you told me this story and it was hilarious. I'm like, I have no clue what you're talking about. Do you remember that time we did this? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, not to sound
hysterical,
whatever, but like, I don't think I'm that important. And I have a really short memory with most things. And that's a good thing. It's like, I have so many good, you got a good life when there's so many good things that you can't even remember all the good things. And like, that's really
true.
I got a really good life. I'm sorry. Let's not talk about me. No, I don't remember any other Hayesisms.
All right. Well,
I remember the omelet.
Keep it open.
I remember dumb.
I gotta write that down. Omelet's definitely gonna be on that post.
I can remember
that was maybe the funniest. That's probably the hardest I've laughed on the podcast.
I remember.
I think a little P came out when you said that.
I mean, there's raps that I've had that I think were really, really, really funny if I think about it.
Oh yeah. We should just do a mixtape of just your raps at the end of episodes.
Please don't. That's how I will get fired from my job. That is how I end up getting fired from my job. Just don't pick one that I mentioned trannies or.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do I think that is so funny? I think that. Let's move on.
Let's move on. Let's jump inside the box.
God.
What's inside the box?
That's my shoe in the box.
First up, Shaq and
what
AI
about this? This
bro, president and VP of Reebok basketball. This was like 2 weeks ago.
I think it was while you were on the podcast last week. Because
was it?
If I'm not mistaken.
It might have been, I think it was a little maybe. Yeah. I think you're right. It was while we were on.
And then they already signed who's the LSU basketball star?
Yeah,
Reese?
Angel Reese. Oh,
Angel Reese.
None of our slides came through.
Stanch. That's a made-up cuss word. By the way, that can be
that was the next slide, by the way.
Was Angel Reese. Is that weird that and this sounds but no, it doesn't. This sounds exactly how do you expect it. Of all the people, like why would that be your first Reebok signee? Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And it was like the article that I read was very weird in the sense that it was just like she was talking about how they had been like he had been mentoring her for so long.
Shaq?
But it was only like a year. But like the quotes were going back and forth of like they've been there, they've known each other for a year, but they've been like mentoring for so long. It's like you guys got to get your timeline in order. We don't know what you're talking about at this point.
Well, like, again, no disrespect, but this goes to most of the things that we get into on this podcast where
so it said
this is such a boutique.
I don't know what article did you send me? Was it Complex?
I don't remember.
So is there look at this quote though. Look at this bottom line. Meanwhile, a billboard in Times Square has already appeared to announce the industry shifting partnership. What about this is industry shifting? Like, get off your knees, whoever wrote this article. Goodness gracious. Nobody thinks anything Reebok does is industry shifting. It's like, oh, you signed a female? Like, welcome to the world, Reebok. Is that what's industry shifting? Like, people have signed females before to their brand. I don't know. It was just like, what are we doing here?
So let me just say what like it is. Let me just say it. Let me call it like it is. There's nobody outside of a select few people in Baton Rouge to give a crap about this signing. You talk about making a splash. Wow. You signed a women's college basketball player. I hate that. I'm not trying to be rude. It's just math.
It's
just
almost
math.
like, to me, it's like disrespectful to women to say that this is an industry shifting partnership. Like we've had women up in the forefront of brands before. This is not industry shifting. She won a national championship. Like every year, 12 people win a national championship. 12 women in basketball. Like,
and most
saying.
people don't care.
Right. I agree. So
don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, you just a thought, like I could go down the list and pick a dozen other people that would have been a better first.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Okay, huge loss for Shaq and AI is Skechers beat you to the punch. Skechers signed Joel Embiid, who plays for the 76ers.
And is it coming off an MVP season?
Why? There's no way you can tell me they had. I mean, I assume Skechers probably has a lot more of the market, sneaker, like shoe market in general than Reebok. Yeah, just because of the age factor. But you can't tell me that you guys couldn't have signed Joel Embiid. Like, you've got the 76ers ties, the big man ties, all NBA ties. Skechers, nobody even knows who Skechers head of basketball is.
You just had a rookie class, and you could have made a splash and Victor Scoot Henderson. Like you could have made any sort of splash with any of these rookies, the Thompson twins. Like,
true.
Pick, have your pick, but like Angel Reese, nobody cares.
Yeah,
nobody cares. Like, that's Landon. So, like I don't even know who I would have. Who is a free? Ish. Kyrie, like why wouldn't they have? They could have seen this coming and gotten Kyrie.
Yeah, but
right?
I won't put that on them. Kyrie did sign before they became. But I mean, Julius Randle, you can't tell me if Reebok comes to Julius Randle and tells him like you can wear whatever you want, he's gonna pick Skechers over Reebok. Terrence Mann.
Surely.
I mean, Terrence Mann isn't like a big name, but it's better than Angel Reese.
Unless Skechers backed up the Brinks truck and like
they had to for Joel Embiid,
and they should have.
Right.
If you're gonna make a splash, Landon, what we're talking about is Shaq and AI, basketball minds, Hall of Famers. You know, they were named the presidents of Reebok, and their first signee was. Do you know this? Angel Reese.
What's Reebok?
Touche.
You're
exactly
a Bach boy.
The point.
Get out of here.
That's exactly the point. Their first signee is Angel Reese, the women's college basketball player who won a national championship with LSU. That's their splash. Is this?
That's their as whoever. I wish I knew what the article that you sent us was, but somebody said was an industry shifting partnership.
I'm sorry, who's that?
Bingo. And all the rest of America is saying the same thing. Like, you cannot even think like music. As far as I'm aware, Lil Baby's never had a collab shoe, has he? Has he had a
he got canceled. He got canceled. We can't.
No, that's Duh Baby. Duh Baby got canceled. Lil Baby's fine. Well, I mean, I did hear allegedly there might have been a video. Ooh, that's not.
Who they should have.
Don't say it.
Yep. We're saying the same thing. If they're going,
it went through my mind as well.
If they're going to sign Angel Reese, they might as well go to him. And
I think they're both nicknamed Superman, right? Shaq and this other guy.
Yep.
Oh no! Wait, I thought Shaq had his own brand. So is he shutting down Shaq brand, or is there going to be a collab?
Reebok and Shaq are connected. Like it's, if I'm not mistaken, Reebok to Shaq is Nike to Jordan right? I think.
Really?
Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
I would venture to say that
Not the same
Shaq
umbrella.
sells way more shoes than Reebok.
Oh yeah,
Way more.
yeah. But I'm telling
Which
you,
is
it's the
crazy.
parent. Maybe
Right,
I'm
yeah.
wrong, but maybe
It could be.
Reebok's. I don't know. Anyway, my point is, surely there's some person in music that is also trying to get to the bag and make a splash that's better than Angel Reese, and I could give you a dozen
Kanye
names.
West.
Kanye West.
I've got thoughts on that later, but we'll keep on moving through the news right
Keep
now.
on moving.
Trophy room, Jordan 1 lows. I debated, is this news? I debated not putting it on here.
It's
no one's
February
going to see
15th.
him. No one's going to get him.
Yeah, exactly. That's my whole point.
Is that All Star Weekend? By the way, is February 15th? Is that probably what that
It
is?
should be. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Nobody's going to get them. It's going to be frustrating. You're going to see any pair you see is going to be a fake, and I don't know. These don't look. There's something about this that looks kind of off.
The black, like insole to heel and everything, looks really off to me.
The heel's all messed up. To the side
Yeah.
heel, the side is white. It shouldn't be white.
That's what's messed up on it. It should be red or black, right? That's what's throwing this off. It looks like an off-brand Air Force One.
It looks
And
really
that's
jacked up.
that small detail, like right at the collar.
Yeah.
We're talking about the same thing, right? That little white strip that should be a different color.
It breaks up the red.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's ugh. That's a weird one, but yeah, like you said, we're never gonna see this, so we'll keep on moving. What else we got? Oh, Landon, I'm glad you joined.
Baby. Oh,
is this the best Jordan 1 Gore-Tex that we've seen?
You guys.
Probably.
Let me tell you about how Gore-Tex is changing the generations. Y'all, this is just if fall was a shoe, if fall and pumpkin spice and Saturdays, college football Saturdays were a shoe, this would be it. I feel like putting this shoe on is like falling backwards into a pile of gently fallen, beautiful brown leaves. Oh,
that's a lot. That's a lot of words to describe it.
That was a lot. I'm glad I put this in here now because just for you, Landon, that's what I wanted to hear.
I don't hate them.
I think it's probably one of the better Gore-Tex Jordan 1s that we've seen.
It's it's perfect for fall.
Yeah.
Like first time they're switching up the laces. It's the first time they've done this type of lace.
It's kind of like a Christmas looking laces. I don't know.
But, if I'm getting really picky, I feel like the green, if it was a browner, like a darker, I don't know.
Yeah, keep in mind this is an official picture of Nike from Nike. So this could be a little off. The toe box and the collar are not the same green.
Okay.
And I'm in the picture. So I'm wondering if it's just a Nike mess up on the photo. But anyways, thank you for that soliloquy. No, monologue. Yeah, that's the word.
All I'm saying is you could slap Gore-Tex on a pair of Skechers and I would buy them right now.
I don't doubt it. Moving on. Oh yeah, this was what I was excited for.
Oh yes,
these haven't released since like 2010, earlier maybe. I don't know. Olympic Jordan 6 coming out next March. Can't remember. Anyways, yeah, these have not released in a long time. One of my biggest sneaker regrets is not buying this shoe out of Dan's trunk when he came over to my house. I think that was in the Atlanta sale that he bought, and he could not even get rid of them for a long time. And I think he offered them to me for like $115. And I said no. And that has just haunted me ever since. I will be going for these. I think, yeah, I'll be going for these. These are my favorite sixes. So,
these are my favorite sixes as well. I had these for a long time. When I started my tradition of when I get a new pair of shoes, I give a pair away. I gave these away.
Who'd you give them to?
A guy named Caleb. who used to work with me, who doesn't anymore. I don't know where he's at, but he's got them. It's fine. I don't
Caleb,
feel bad.
let us know if you still have them.
Love the shoes, wore them, but I just needed more space, and this is more of an occasional wear. It's not a everyday kind of thing.
I think this for me would be a lot. I would get a lot of wear out of these. Most of my Jordan collection right now is the black and red or just black and black, and so I think switching it up with a little blue definitely get some wear out of those.
Sixes don't look great on me either. That's part of it. Like I don't
fair.
Like the look of
It's a
them.
big
on
old
my
leather
foot.
shoe.
Yeah, they're big and bulky, and
yeah,
I love this shoe. It's probably a top 10 shoe in like ever for me, but not to wear.
That's fine. That's fair. Let's see what else we got here. Up next on the list. Oh yeah, Hayes sent these in.
Yeah,
Air Jordan 5 plaid. What's going on here? This is bad. Landon, you got thoughts?
Fire Flames.
Shut up.
No, these are incredible. I mean, the use of mixed patterns, mixed media, the hit of the orange. I mean, these are remarkable.
This
I'm
looks
gonna go
like
for 'em.
Christmas pajamas threw up on a pair of fives.
No, I've been waiting for the perfect fives to buy, and this might be it.
If I see you in these,
that's
no,
absolutely false.
I'm copping these. $150. What a steal!
Oh,
that is
my
the
gosh.
cheapest fives that you could ever get. If you
Seriously,
wear
why are they
these-
$150? That's so cheap. I guess because there's no leather.
They literally went to Goodwill and found all the pajamas and stitched it together.
This should be called the Hobby Lobby fives. This is what these are. These are your grandma was like, "Oh man, this would be so sick. I just found these a bunch of different plaids, and I put them together. And what are you going to match this with? What the heck?
Everything.
Are you going to?
It
match
goes
this
with everything.
It goes with
'Cause
everything and nothing.
Hobby Lobby fives.
I'm not wrong. It looks like a craft project at a high school.
Dude, you pair those with
That's a great description of it.
with a Burberry button down. Ooh.
Maybe if you got to get your fit off like that, and you get a Burberry pattern.
Dude, you know what would put these over the edge if they were Gore-Tex, if they were waterproof.
I think they're all felt, so you could just get like the Scotch Guard and just spray them,
Oh.
and they'd be fine.
You
You
could
could
put
Gore-Tex
Jesus
them
on them.
yourself.
You could put Jesus on them, like the felt Jesus. You could give you could do a Bible story on your shoes.
The only
That's
way
not
I
a good
see-
thing.
the only way I see this being saved is if somebody bleached them and like see what they look like if you bleach them. But these are horrible, man. This is. Let's just move on. Like I've said
Keep those up for a second. I just want to.
Landon, please readjust yourself.
Oh my god!
Embarrassing the whole podcast right now.
Hey, talking about crazy shoes, I got a surprise.
Oh.
All right, we're here for it then.
No, I'm gonna be disappointed. This is gonna be a Debbie Downer like no
Yeah,
other.
it's gonna be a Debbie Downer.
Here we go.
What is it?
No, I'm not gonna give it to you if
Oh
you're gonna
my
trick
God.
if you're gonna treat me like that.
All right, well, now we're on the edge of our seats, so
Blow him up. Blow him up. Oh, we're
Oh.
gonna unbox it. Blow him up.
unbox.
I don't
Probably
know
like
how to do this here. There we
the
go. How's
Cars
that?
Crocs.
Mason, blow him up.
All right, I'll
Blow me
get
up, man. Blow me
working
up.
on
I
it.
just feel like this is gonna be a huge embarrassing failure. Like
What? How is this gonna be a failure? I
this is
should have
gonna be
gotten.
Crocs or
Hey, don't put this on the YouTube because then people are gonna know my
oh, hold
And
up.
we cannot see
my
your
address.
Is
Can't
this
see my
the-
address?
Is this the fake
Here.
vapes?
What? The fake
Is it the vapes? You know the vape ones that you got? Or was that Land? That was Dan.
That was
That's
Dan. Yeah.
I didn't know he got fake vapes. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
No, they're not fake vapes. We got them from China.
Indigo LA or
Oh,
Indigo
okay.
Studios. Oh, is the Dia de los Muertos.
Oh,
Hayes.
let's go, baby. Look at this. Look at this box. Look at this box.
That's a
This
great
the-
box.
Is this? It
This
is
is
a great
incredible.
box. That's a box you keep right there. You sell the
Oh!
shoes, you keep the box.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Wow.
Familia. Oh, y'all. This is.
Did you get
Oh,
the
it's like-
dunk?
Y'all don't even know, man. Oh
Here's
my
the Jordan
goodness.
1. Oh, it's the dunk.
Look at these. Look at that. Look at the
What
goal.
is that
Look at
thing on the
goal.
back?
It's some kind of logo for the Familia. I don't know.
It's from Coco. It's the
Look
Coco
at this.
logo.
It says Familia in there.
That's pretty dope.
I mean, these are something else.
Yeah, they are.
I think I'm gonna keep these. They're women's though, but it's a 10.5. I think I got a 10.5. These look tiny.
You got a 10 and
I'm
a
not
half
feeling
women's.
Is that patent leather and the gold? Is that what that is?
It's
It
like a
says 12 and a
texture.
half. Yeah, it's a texture.
Okay.
It's all kind of different. This is like snake skin,
Yeah, I see that. That's kind of cool, but
suede.
That's a lot of gold. That's
Suede.
really shiny.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
these look
the
tiny.
what is the gold like the toe box gold and under the swoosh? What is that like plastic?
It's like it looks like brushed metal, but it's leather. It's like
It's leather.
leather.
It's like a
yeah.
tumbled leather.
Terrible quality control. You see? Are you seeing?
Sheesh. Dirty.
They're dirty.
I tried those on, buddy. This is to me what this looks like is a really, really poor man's shoe surgeon shoe.
It does.
It does. I will say this metal
The suede,
That's
really
kind of
cheap.
cool.
octopus,
Oh, it's really cheap.
Carbon
It's cheap
fiber.
metal.
send it
I
back,
like the
bro.
hit.
These
I
are-
like that.
I love the pink on the tongue and the heel.
Yeah. Those-
Yeah, that's nice.
That's fresh. That's nice.
I wish they
really
would have
like
done a
the-
little more pink, a little less gold. To be
I
honest,
agree with that.
but
Yeah, and man, the quality control on these are struggle bus. Let's check the other ones real quick. No extra set of laces, just and the lace colors kind of leaves.
the
you
laces
something
were
to-
white. That
they're-
is weird.
It's like cream.
Okay.
Look at this. Look at this. You see the dirt?
Yeah, because somebody tried them on, buddy. Like that's got to be how that happened.
Man,
These
I
are-
told you the story last time I bought those Lucas. Somebody had tried them on like at UPS and
these
taped
are-
the box back up and
These are-
and sent them back to me.
These are trashed, man.
Send them back because they're
sole?
horrible.
Was the box taped? Like retaped?
No,
No.
it was tape once. Man, you can see glue all over these. Man, Nike, what are y'all doing?
Really, really poor man's shoe surgeon. I was right.
They're dope. I'm gonna keep these. Do you think I could rock these?
Yeah, sure.
I don't.
Y'all,
A gold shoe is gonna be tough for sure.
When are you going to?
Look, if
when are
you
you gonna
think you
wear
can rock, if you think you can rock those plaid joints, you can rock those.
that's what I'm saying.
But you
I'm
can't
taking
rock
it to the
either.
next level. You don't know that.
No, nobody
Okay.
should rock those either.
What's the equivalent of a? Yeah, it's a 10.5.
Yeah.
These look tiny.
Yeah,
These
you're
are
right.
so small though.
Well, dunks tend to look pretty small.
I'm gonna try them on without socks.
All right. Well,
Send 'em
we're
back.
we're gonna keep on moving. I got one more.
I look
sneaker
forward to
slide.
hearing back that you got your money back.
This is like a podcast dedicated to Landon because here is some Wotherspoons.
Sean Witherspoon's dead to me. All his stuff is crap. I'm over it. I literally don't own.
Man,
a
remember
Sean
when you were the
Witherspoon.
biggest Sean apologist of all time? And
I
then-
apologize for what he does now. That's all I do.
This, ironically,
all the round two stores shut down.
I
They all
know
shut down.
this is like what? What would you give this shoe out of 10?
Can we see a side view, or is this the only picture? you
This
got?
is the only picture that I had.
That's like a
Sorry.
2 on a good day.
I
I
would
mean, I'd never wear
would
them,
be
but they're better than
generous.
some of the other ones. Yeah.
I would give it a 3 or a 4. And like you just said, it's
These-
the best Adidas collab that he's ever done, which is
These look like those
sad.
Easter joints that they put out.
Is this cork in the sole?
Yeah, cork in the sole. I don't know what everything else. I think it's just like a fat stitch on the whole thing.
Yo, I
Looks
think
like a
I'm
dress
rocking
shoe,
with
though.
these dunks. I'm rocking with them.
I'll go a 3 on these, and then this is the least LGBTQ shoe he's put out in a long time. Good job.
Doesn't
What? That's so unnecessary.
plus
No.
plus 2 for no pubes on the shoe.
If you're doing the still dripping drinking game, we're just waiting for the big P to come
All
out.
right, that's all that I've got on. That's all that I've got on sneakers. We got any
Yo,
other sneakers
on
news?
feet. On feet. On
That's not
fleet.
that
Straight
bad.
to foot.
They're not,
What do you
they're not
think?
too bad.
Not bad.
You can
I
rock
gotta keep
those.
them.
I'm
Come
not
on,
gonna say
Hayes.
anything. They're
Let me
horrible,
have some
man.
fun. For once,
You are.
man.
I'm glad you were having
For once.
fun, and you
Let me
you
have
do
some
you.
fun. This
Here's
is the
what
first
I-
pair of shoes I bought
look.
in like 6 months.
Do
God
you
damn
forget
it.
my opinion? Forget me.
A
God.
long time ago.
Hey, I've got a couple things we can talk
Hayes,
about really
hold
quick.
on. I want to know your thoughts on this. Do you like those, or would you rather him get some Solomons?
They smell good.
That's a lose-lose, man. You put me in a pickle, as they say. It's a catch-22. If I
You're
say
a
Solomon, I'm
pickle.
supporting Solomon. If I'm saying that, it's hard. It's not a good shoe. I'm stuck here. You've
What is
stuck
wrong
me.
with that shoe? It's a nice shoe.
It's
It's
too
so-
much going on. There's too much materials.
It's-
It really does. It looks like. Have you seen the videos of the shoe surgeon school where you can go and build your own? It looks exactly like a shoe
Let's
that
let's
somebody
count.
at shoe
Let's
shirt.
count how
surgeon
many
school.
different materials.
That's
okay?
not cool.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. 4.
So some people really like that.
It's what makes the world go round.
Look how
Differences
clean
of
that
opinion.
is.
Different
Look on
strokes.
the
for
back.
different
The
Look how
the
clean
back
that
is clean. Yeah.
There are some people in the world.
Too much
Look at the
shiny
gums.
gold
Listen,
for me.
There are a
Too
lot
much
of
shiny
people
gold for me.
in the human race
These
that
are
I
creased
know of
so bad.
that
Creased so
I've
bad.
said over and over and over again, there is somebody for everybody. Not only that, I know of a few people that have had sex with multiple people, and that first person is some of the
Where's this
stupidest,
going?
craziest people I've ever met in my whole life. There's somebody for everybody out there, and that shoe's for you. That's where it's going. To each their own, but it ain't for me. Too much
Done.
going on.
Just unds them live.
All right. Well,
That escalated quickly. I don't know
That
how you
did.
connected all that with
yeah,
shoes,
we went
but-
down the hole there for a
did.
second. So, all right. Well, Landon, I was telling Hayes before the pod, maybe during the pod, that since it's opening night of the NBA, I spent my last 2 lunch breaks yesterday and today picking a different collaboration for every NBA franchise. So I want you guys to grade me, be a little critical. I want to know what I missed on, what I hit on. I think I did a pretty good job, but there's probably some big ones. Once I reviewed it, I put a third slide on what I missed on everything. So I try not to do too many like off-whites, too many Kith, everything like that. But we'll see. Here it comes. I'll go through these for the podcast people. I'll try to be quick.
Come
So
on to
here's-
YouTube, like and subscribe, and
Yes.
watch on YouTube.
All right, so here
Stop
we go.
messing around.
Let's see if we can see these big enough. All right, here's the first ones. So started off, we'll go by division. So we got the Clippers. I did the Carpet Company dunks, Carpet Co. Those
Can you
came
blow
out.
it up? Can you blow this up?
Yeah, I'll make it bigger. Is that better?
Shee, the Houston Rockets. Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
smart.
So I tried to do as much as I could. And some of the colors just didn't work great. But anyways, we'll keep going. Fragment Dunk was for the Sacramento Kings. Then we had the undefeated yellow and purple Kobe ones. Going down, Phoenix Suns was the Concepts Purple Lobster. And then the Golden State Warriors was the Huffquake Air Max 90. Huff is a brand. They're based out of San Francisco. So it kind of worked with
That's a
the
good
color and the city. Utah Jazz, didn't find a lot of purple. I didn't want to go with the new neon, so I went with the Ama Meniere 4. I realized Jazz people kind of hate Jordan, so might not be their favorite. So that one could be one that we change out. Let's see. Oh, the Denver Nuggets. I went with
You screwed them, man. They got hosed.
they got the
hosed.
only Adidas on the list, which I just
That's
couldn't.
what you picked? A Gazelle?
It's a Campus 80.
A Campus 80? I'm sorry, my
And I
bad.
picked this one because I had to pick a collab.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so this
that's
was
what you picked.
this was a South Park collab, and it was the 420
okay,
shoe.
Okay, look.
It was the
that
420
makes more
shoe.
sense because South Park's filmed in Denver, or it's
Yes,
based in
and-
Denver.
And 420 weed day, Denver. I feel like all those things
Okay.
are together.
That
So
adds up.
that's where it came from. Now, not to say that there's probably a better one out there that I missed out on. I had a couple of Carmelos on the list. I didn't feel like those were great, to be honest, though. Keep going down. We've got the New York Mets off-white dunk for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's just the colors matched up. Not much behind that one. The Timberwolves was probably my favorite. So we did the Grateful Dead green and blue, Green Bear, I think it's called, dunk. I think that one's perfect with the jagged edge swoosh with the
Yeah, that works.
Timberwolf logo. Got the off-white Rasheed Wallace Air Max or Air Force One High for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
So yeah, that's probably the worst division, I would say. Anyways, going on, Memphis Grizzlies. I picked the Atmos Air Max 1. What's this called? Is it just the Atmos Air Max 1?
I think so.
I don't know. The one with elephant print on it. You guys should know what it is. If not, go to YouTube and you'll see it. For the Mavs, I picked the Supreme Dunk, again with elephant print. Couldn't find anywhere to put the red colorway on, but that one fit with the Mavericks. Luka being a Jordan athlete too, I felt like that kind of helped out. New Orleans, this one was a real stretch, but I went with the Dior Jordan 1.
Dude,
I had-
Zion has his own shoes, man. You gotta hit.
I did a Zion.
It's representing the whole franchise, not just one player.
So Dior
Yeah.
is French. We've got New Orleans French. That's the only play I
Okay.
had on that. The Zion,
Yeah.
I had the Voodoo Zion 1 low, or the Zion Jordan 1 Zion collab or whatever. It was Voodoo. That was the other one. Anyways, like you said before, Landon, we've got the Houston colorway of the Houston Oilers colorway of the Travis Scott Air Jordan 4 for the Rockets. And the Spurs, being Greg Popovich's team, had to put the New Balance 550, the ALD New Balance 550 on there. So that's the West. So anything that I can improve on, you think? We talked about the Nuggets could be improved on a little bit, but any other thoughts?
I feel like there's probably something I would choose differently for the Grizzlies, but I don't know about it off the top of my head.
Yeah, that one was a struggle. Oh, sorry. The other one I had for the Grizzlies, and you might like this one better, was the Justin Timberlake Tinker Hatfield Jordan 3 that
Oh,
had the
yeah.
swoosh
That
on
works.
it that he had in
that
the.
works.
So that one was probably better. So we could make that switch before I post these. That's a good one. Yeah, if you think of any others, then, and on the last slide I have some good collabs that I left out too.
Yep.
So
I like your thinking on these. Like you did a great job in terms of linking it and making it connect.
I tried my best. Like I said,
Did a
some
good
of
job.
them just was colorways, and some of them was try to be a little deeper. But all right, let's switch to the East now.
Oh man, the West got hosed.
Yeah, the West
All
got
the
hosed
way
for
got
sure.
hosed.
The East was so much easier, let me tell you. So Milwaukee Bucks was a little hard, but played
No,
off
that's perfect.
the Cream City. We got the Just Dawn 2s in the Retro Beach colorway, which is a cream colorway for all intents and purposes. Chicago Bulls was the easiest one. This is actually why I started this whole exercise, was because I was like, oh, that's the perfect one. You've got Virgil being from Illinois, Off-White, Air Jordan 1, Chicago. It's in the name. It's a Jordan. I mean, that's the perfect pick. Cavs, I really liked.
dirty.
I love
I
this
love
shoe.
that shoe. I have it. I have that shoe. It's a regular.
Man,
rotation.
Landon,
It's a
You
Nike
don't like that?
clearance store. It's a Nike clearance store shoe. Come on,
That's
now.
It's
Oh.
a great shoe, especially in hand.
I like that shoe. The John Elliott gold colorway. John Elliott Jordan.
No, this is a LeBron. It's LeBron.
Or yeah, sorry,
18.
LeBron 8. Yeah. Collab. It's he changed it up. John Elliott did when he made this, so it was kind of a lifestyle version of the LeBron 8
Love
in
the
the gold
shoe.
colorway.
I
I
have
like it. I like it. The Pacers, Landon, you'll like
that's a
this.
good pick.
The alternate pick for the Pacers was going to be Indy 500 themed, and it was going to be the Cars Croc.
Oh, let's
Lightning
go.
McQueen Croc.
Crocs
But-
for life, baby.
I don't know. I just went with the color there, the Fear of God 1 in the Atmosphere colorway. And then to round out this, what's this, Central Division? We got the Detroit Pistons getting the Eminem Carhartt Air Jordan 4. The only other one was the blue Air Jordan 4 that was also Eminem collab.
Yeah, you killed that division. That division wins by a landslide.
Yeah, that division was quite easy. So moving on towards the Southeast, I don't know the division names for the NBA, but doesn't matter. Starting out with the Hawks, we got the Ama Manier Air Jordan 3. Ama Manier is in Atlanta, so that was the reason behind the pick of that. If you're keeping count, that's 2 Ama Maniers, and I think what we've seen 3 Off-Whites, 2 Off-Whites.
Something like that.
Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 Off-White. Then right below it, the Miami Heat, another Jordan 3. We're going with the DJ Khaled colorway. Obviously, DJ Khaled, Miami. That one was an easy one as well. The Hornets, pretty difficult. But I went with the the Diamond Supply Co. Tiff Dunks.
Mm-hmm.
Just colorway-esque. The other one I thought of, I want to get your thoughts, was the Off-White Air Jordan 1 UNC. Carolina, Jordan with the Hornets.
Yes, that'd have been a great pick for
It
that.
just felt like it was really similar to the Bulls, but we can think about that, changing that one up too. Orlando Magic. So I wanted to do foams at first or a Penny Hardaway shoe, but I felt like the stars on the Supreme Dunk Royal Blue was way too easy for the Magic. So got the stars jerseys that they're bringing back this year. So couldn't find a great Penny collab either. Anyways, the Wizards. I think this is. I don't have this one written down. This is a Concepts Gel Light 3. Is that a 3? Yeah, Concepts Gel Light 3. It's American flag esque. I thought that fit the capital. The other one I had for this was I think it was a John Geiger Air Yeezy 2, which was like all gold Nike Air Yeezy. I couldn't tell if that wasn't really an official collab. It was more like a custom. So I went
With the
with this
Kobe, so the Wizards would have been great for the Kobe 2 that's got the red, white, and blue on it, but that wasn't a collab, right?
Right. Yeah,
Okay,
that was
that's
not a
that.
collab.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, there was a lot of shoes that were like that I couldn't put it in here. There were some that were weird in the way they were named, too. So I was having trouble figuring out a lot of the other ones. I All right. Anyways, moving on. Last division we got here. We're starting off with the 76ers. I picked the currency. Question. Is this a question one? I think
Mhm.
so. Yeah. A currency collab with question one rapper. It's like a blue heel.
See, whoa,
tab.
did you know he is from New Orleans? So you could have made that the
Ah.
Pelicans, and you could have gone. You could have used Dior somewhere else. But
Yeah.
that'd be if
I did
I
not do
I
that
see
deep.
I see what you're saying because Iverson Sixers,
Right.
but for whatever it's worth, currency is from New Orleans.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there was a couple there's been a few collabs for the Iverson. So there was a couple or others in consideration, but this one I thought was the best one. But yeah, there's a couple other good ones. This one was a weird one for the Celtics, but I thought that it worked because technically it's a collab between Nike SB and Jordan. Same company though, so that was a weird part, but different teams. We did the Lucky Green Air Jordan 4 SB. For the Knicks, had to go with a Kith shoe, so I did the Kith Air Force One.
Yeah.
I felt like that was very New York, very easy to go with. I wanted to do a pigeon, but I saved that for the Nets, so I did the Panda Pigeon dunk, staple pigeon for the Brooklyn Nets. Could have gone with a Jay-Z something. I don't know if he has collabs in sneakers though.
No, they're
That's the only-
Reeboks from the 90s.
Yeah, it was his own shoe, right?
Late 90s, yeah.
So, and then we've got the Raptors. Shout out to Dan. My first thought was OVO 6s, but that was always a rumor and not a real shoe. And Dan had some fake ones. I think he sold to somebody. And then a year later, they came back and tried to get their money back or something like that. But anyways, I went with the OVO Jordan 10. Could have gone with the 12. But Drake, Toronto, that was a
makes
pretty
sense.
easy one too. So
Good job. I mean, solid overall, Mace. I can't believe you spent that much time doing this. That's
I know it was
That's
very
that's
fun.
impressive.
It was a lot of fun.
I
But
don't even
yeah,
have anything to critique. Like, you did great.
I feel weird
Now-
about the Wizards, but
You
what's
did
that,
it.
Landon?
Do the WNBA now.
I think that's only like 14 teams.
I was going to
That-
say, I was going to
pretty
say
easy.
4. Aren't there only 4 teams? Everybody makes the playoffs every year.
Oh wow,
But
that's hurt. That's hurtful.
that's
that's-
tough.
I'm sorry.
That's violence.
It's
All right.
just one big hate fest on the WNBA. This
Yeah, man.
podcast.
Did y'all see the Lil Wayne wax figure?
Yes.
I did not see it.
He said that, and I quote, "That is not me," is what his quote was.
He said, "Good try." I think he's what he said after that.
Oof. All right, here's some of the ones that I thought I could have used. I did one for the Sonics. I did the Macklemore green Jordan 6 just
Oh,
because
that's
Macklemore's
great.
from Seattle. Yeah, could have. I couldn't find a Union to put in there. Also thought of Atlanta for the Eastside Golf. Orlando for the Gucci Disney collab. This was the one that I had instead of the Hornets having the off-white Jordan 1, the Airship, corporate Airship, because that was Jordan's first shoe. Jordan with the Hornets. It could have worked as well. Had USPS shoes for the Washington Wizards. Shout out to the government. Shout out to Marcus.
Shout out to the government. The East Side. Hey, the other union wouldn't have worked for the Wizards. The Jordan Union, the second one.
Which one?
I mean, the main one that everybody likes. The
the blue one?
The blue.
The blue. Yeah,
Could've
probably
worked.
could have. Yeah, Jordan, the Wizards tie in there too. Yeah, that
Yeah.
probably could have worked. It's a good thought. I wanted to put one of the J Balvins in here. I thought maybe the Clippers for this J the blue J Balvin. I couldn't figure out anybody for this other cream
Dude,
colored one.
the Gucci Disney is a great touch for Orlando. Like it's different than what
It
you put, but that's
does.
a really good creative touch.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if we had more input or more time, I would love to stretch it out. I mean, what 90% of these sneakers were Nike. I mean, all you
Oh,
see is
yeah.
swoosh Nike Jordan. And we've got 2 non-Nikes on this page
No Solomon, that's shocking.
and 2 more
No
on this
on cloud
page.
collabs.
So 4 non-Nikes. Yeah, no on clouds. Oh, I got a clip that I got to load up soon. Y'all got to hear Marcus talk about on clouds. It was hilarious. I'll save it for the Instagram, but yeah. So that's my 30.
dope, Mason.
Please, I'll post this
Hey.
on the Instagram. Let us know what I missed because I know I missed something. Somebody's got one out there that's fire that I just completely blanked on, but I tried my best. So I think that's it. That's all I've got.
It's so
There's
sick.
the
Good
sunset
job.
on our time here.
See what you did there.
Yeah, you see that? I was thinking on your feet. All right. Well, what else do we need to talk about? We've got 4 minutes.
Can we talk about how in 2022 draft the Titans made the worst franchise decision in the history of football, and instead of keeping Deontay Foreman and trading Derrick Henry and keeping AJ Brown, they did all the wrong things, and now it is literally playing out for us in the worst way possible on the 20th anniversary of the franchise.
It's tough. It's a tough look. I cannot disagree with you. And I think at least the people that I've talked to, which are my coworkers, are vastly overestimating what we might get for Derrick Henry. I don't think we got fleeced in that buyer trade. I think it was a good trade. I truly do. I think people are kind of nuts thinking that Kevin Byard was going to get much more than that.
And we needed the picks. We don't have any picks in this upcoming draft.
We need picks bad. He's going to make $14 million next year.
Great. Have
And
fun.
I mean, we're paying a guy $14 million to sit on the back end of our defense when everywhere else sucks. Doesn't make sense. And Derrick Henry is a free agent next year. So nobody's going to pay a 3rd round pick for a guy who is going to be on their team for 8 games and then have to re-up. Just doesn't make sense. So I think if you think we got fleeced on the last deal, just wait till we trade Derrick Henry. You're going to be very upset. So we should have been tanking this year anyways.
What's Camden's contract situation?
He's under contract through next year.
Jeez.
Yeah. And it's a lot of money too. Like we're going to cut him for sure. But yeah, we got a cap hit.
We really he milked that Patriots win in the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, so did the rest
That's
of
his
team.
last good game.
Yeah. Dude, whenever he scrambles out of the pocket, I think we're going to get a delay of game. He's so slow. He is.
I mean, the drop off was massive and so quick.
Yeah. Man. And
when you get a chance to get the bag, you take it.
That's true.
You did it. Can't blame him.
True. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't play if we're tanking. You got to play Will Levis. You got to see what we got.
Might as well.
You're not gonna why would we not play him unless he's just the worst quarterback we've ever seen? But
I think
agree.
we see that every Sunday already. So
yeah.
And you guys, life is so much better when you don't care about football. It's so much better over here. Come over. There's plenty of room for all of us.
Look, I could do without the Titans probably. I'll give you that. But the Vols, hey,
the lows of the lows make the high of the highs.
Yes, so agreed. You can't just live your life in the middle. You got to have the ups and the downs.
If you don't care about anything, you care about nothing.
Got it.
All right.
It's
Landon,
late.
any NBA takes?
Lakers all the way this year.
Wow. Okay. I mean, that's not as bad as it was last year. They're not going undefeated. They were the first loser, so got that going for them. Anyways,
Ja, D-Rose, amazing. It's gonna be so much fun watching them.
yeah, in 30 games from now,
And
we'll get to
Marcus
see
Smart,
Ja.
right?
Yeah, Marcus Smart. But it kind of sucks, the Steven Adams news.
That does suck.
blows.
But that we played really good when oh man, he's coming off an AC or Achilles injury. Never mind. They're gonna struggle in the middle.
Brandon Clark, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of Santi Aldama and Xavier
Santi's tough.
Tillman.
I like Santi.
Yeah, he's good. So I don't know.
Dude,
Should be fun.
I think Zion. I think it's the year Zion breaks through.
You think you mean breaks through as in plays more than 30 games?
Like breaks through.
That'd be
the
a
shoes.
breakthrough.
Go Heels.
You got me with that one. That was a good one. Yeah, I mean,
Here's a fun.
the
here's a fun fact.
Pelicans could win the title, or they could be the worst team in the league. And I wouldn't be surprised by either.
So tomorrow's game, Pelicans Grizz. It's the 15th game between the Pelicans and the Grizz since Zion and Ja went 1 and 2 in the draft. Zion and Ja have only played each other 6 times.
Wow. Yeah, don't doubt it. How many games has Ja played in general?
60.
Was it?
He plays about
Yeah.
60 a year so far.
You mean 60 every 3 years?
Ja?
No, I'm sorry, Zion.
Yeah.
Sorry,
He's only
sorry.
played. Yeah. Different story.
Yeah. I think I'm quoted on this podcast, and maybe I could be off a few games, but Zion and I almost played the same amount of games in the Zion 2. I mean, I'm just saying. We got a Zion 3, and I didn't even.
Oh,
I
that's
think
funny.
the Zion 2s were still on sale.
Yeah, I don't know if he played any games in those shoes.
Well, at least he got the bag, right?
Get to the bag.
Can you
man.
imagine Jordan? He's the only Jordan athlete that I could find not named Michael Jordan to have a collab on a shoe. Like he had that Dragon Ball Z or the Naruto collab.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think any other, like Chris Paul and Melo had some, I think. But Chris Paul has never had any. Chris Paul didn't even have a State Farm collab. I mean, what's up with that?
State Farm collab.
Anyways, I wasn't trying to be a joke, but thank you for joining us for episode 139 of the Still Drippin' Happy Hour. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that. Please, if you're listening on iTunes or Spotify, go leave us a review. Give us 5 stars if you're on Apple. Also, please go subscribe to our YouTube. Let's get our subscribers up so we can go get some kind of official drink for our Still Drippin' drinking game. If we get an official drink, then we will put out a full document, 1-pager, on what our drinking game is so we can all play along.
Yep.
We'll even play together. Also, you guys didn't hear this, but I think we're going to start betting on the pod. And the loser each maybe month is going to have to work out during the pod. So like I've got the treadmill right behind me. Dan said he has a treadmill or exercise bike. Hayes, I know, has a treadmill. Landon, you got a treadmill?
I don't do exercise.
Yeah, right. Last thing for Landon. Landon, I want your homework is to go back to last week's episode and listen to Marcus talk about the Air Kukini.
Wait,
He was-
what?
Yeah.
We had a guest on talking about the Kukini? No way.
It wasn't positive.
Shocker. That's shocking. That's absolutely
It wasn't
shocking.
absolutely negative, but it was more for he wears a size 14, 15. So
That's his
a
fault.
Kukini
That's his fault. He probably looks like a Kukini wearing that.
looks like a zucchini. What the crap is a zucchini?
Exactly. Anyways, look that up, Landon. It was hilarious. The whole interview was so funny. The whole episode. So, regardless, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate that. And with that, we will bid you all adieu. I don't really know what that means, but have a great week.
Illuminati.
And here's some Italy for Hayes if he wants to rap. It's
I'm
going
not
to be
rapping.
there.
A minute and 5 seconds. We're good. I'll save it for next week.
We're at an
This is
hour
a
and
terri-
5 minutes. Not
is a
minute and
terrible-
5 seconds.
This is a terrible freestyle beat. Like this.
Oh, I
isn't
can
a
change
good-
it.
I got a wax figure in my bathroom. It looks like me. I get scared when I see it. It sees me when I'm peeing. It sees me when I'm pooping. I'm dropping a deuce right on your face and rubbing it in the wax. I got the wax melting. I'm so hot. You think I had a skeleton under my wax? I'm spitting at the wax. I got a wax ball in my mouth. I look like a fireball mouth. I breathe fire like a dragon. See me dragging my on your face. See me dragging on my. And I got so much dough. You think I was a baker? I'm not a faker. I'm a flaker. Flicker because I got dandruff in my waker. I'm wearing a wig. I got a pig. I like pigs. I like pigs, but not the cops. Screw 12.
We'll see you next week.